Okay, so our task was to design a shelter on Mars for Martians to live in. And this is the exterior of the design, and this is the interior. The target is there. So let's start off by talking about how to grow food on Mars. In an experiment testing how well we can grow crops in space, scientists have managed to harvest 10 crops, including tomatoes, peas, and rye, from soil that mimics the conditions on Mars. Although the Mars soil is different from that of Earth, it can still be used for growing crops. And in our design, we include a large area where soil will be brought from Earth and will be used to grow crops and plants. Plants need nitrogen to grow, and this nitrogen will be provided by bringing leguminous plant seeds from Earth to Mars and planting them with the other crops and plants.
Water. On Mars, water can be extracted from the soil and will be stored in a large tank next to the main shelter. Oxygen. Oxygen can be produced by splitting water into its constituent parts, hydrogen and oxygen. And special suits will also be provided, and oxygen on Mars will be used to heating the shelter. Martians mostly live below ground. They will need to heat their homes. Lots of insulation will be needed. Heating systems that use solar energy would make the most sense. We have decided to use radiators powered by solar power.
Making electricity on Mars. The one and only source of power for Mars is sunlight. So electricity can only be made through solar panels. The solar cells on solar panels are able to convert more than 26% of the sun's energy directly into electricity.
How we can make the Mars shelter strong. We're going to use metal on the main shelter and the smaller buildings because we thought that metal was very strong and protective. We're also going to put a glass coat on the inside of the shelter because we know that if you just use metal on the outside, it will be the same temperature outside as it would be inside. And we wanted the small shelters to be strong as well, so we use metal and glass and a glass coat on the inside as well. We wanted the smaller shelters because we thought that the main shelter didn't have as much space as we thought it would have, so we made the smaller shelters. And in the smaller shelters, we have an observatory to check out samples and get signals from Earth. We also have a store to keep supplies and a grass field because we thought that the Martians also needed some exercise too. We have a Mars rover park to park the rover, and we have solar panels. We have the water stored at the back because we thought that we had too much things on inside. And we have tunnels so we can use the Mars rover to go through because the smaller buildings are actually quite big.
So this is the interior, and at the very top is the glass view area. It's completely made out of glass, the top. And that is the living room. That is the kitchen. That's a leisure room where basically if you have hobbies such as writing stories or poems, then you can do it in there, and also play computer games. Here's the dining room. That's a table. We could have drawn more chairs, but it would obstruct the view. And here are the bedrooms. Here's an entertainment room with a TV, and you can basically play video games in there. And those are the 2 toilets. By the way, this whole part is above ground, and all this is below ground. and that is the entrance and exit. Thanks for watching.
Comments? Let's ask the first group. What do you think about their presentation compared to yours? Much more effort. What else?
Their presentation, they used up all of their space.
Used all the space? They prepared well for the presentation. They presented to the audience and not to the paper or to the floor.
They also have pictures, like pictures taken off the internet. So I thought instead of like wasting all their time drawing and taking up time writing scripts, they put pictures there to explain their facts.
Yeah, good use of time. Did you do all that in school or did you?
Some of it in school, some of it at home.
So you did some of it at home as well to support your learning. Well, I thought that was brilliant. I thought you've really met the targets. I like the way that you've drawn little arrows to show you the expanded view of your shelter and explanation using pictures and writing. I thought it was presented very well. I thought your research was very good. You used statistics and the websites, and more importantly, you gave the reasons why you chose and made it like you did. So all in all, I thought that was very good. Well done.